Wondering how you can change your man? Or are you wondering, is it even possible? Well, stay tuned because I'm going to tell you what to do and not to do. Hi, and welcome back to my series on strengthening your relationship/marriage. My name is Morella. I am a certified life coach and I'm also a mom, also known as the Life Coach Mom. And here on my channel, I like to share life coaching tips and some marriage advice for the 3 most important relationships you'll ever have: your marriage, your family, and the relationship you have with yourself. In this video, I'm sharing my second of 10 things that you shouldn't be doing in your relationship if you're serious about staying together for the long haul. What is that tip? Tip number 2 is to stop trying to change him. One of the common things that comes up with my own clients and even with friends is this idea about change. Changing others around us to be who we want them to be and to do the things that we want them to do. In other words, how do we change other people, specifically our significant others? And the short answer is you can't. You can't force someone to change who doesn't want to change. Real change is an inside job. And ladies, you don't have control of his insides, his heart and his mind. What you do have control over is what's inside of you, your heart and your mind, and what you tell yourself about him and what you tell yourself about the things that you want to change in him. I'm going to be straight with you because you deserve it and I don't want to waste your time. You have as much power to change him as he has to change you. I think that's pretty much close to 0. That's the truth. So here's a question. How much time do you spend thinking about or running the same narrative in your head about the thing he could have done or should have done differently? If you're shooting on yourself all day long, it needs to stop. That's simply going to drive you batty, and there's no real solution in that. Here's my one piece of mega advice. If you hear nothing at all, the one thing is to find a way to make peace with his flaws. That's it, friends. If you're in a healthy relationship with a good guy, a decent guy, a guy who loves you, cares about you, and treats you well, then stop fighting over his flaws. He ain't perfect, and neither are you. Don't make him the problem or her the problem or the flaw the problem. If you're simply irritated at a not so good habit of his, so long as it's not mean, illegal, or high calorie, you gotta let the small things go. Don't let what agitates you annoy you. And don't let what annoys you agitate you. You get the idea. Now for you marrieds, when you say those precious 2 little words, I do, you know what that means? That means you get him as is. No refunds, no exchanges, no changing him. Our efforts are better spent not trying to change him, but making peace with the whole person, even those annoying little parts of his. I'm going to be honest with you. You've got some things he ain't so fond of either. You're not always easy to talk to or hang out with, are you? It behooves us, ladies. I just love that word, behooves. It behooves us to look at our significant other and remind ourselves in very specific and concrete ways. Wow, I am lucky to have this person. Remind yourself of the good stuff that you take for granted. Okay, so he comes with a little of this and a little of that. You also come with a little of this and a little of that. We're not baggage free. We come with our own very unique bents. And that's what we have to learn. You wanting to change him isn't unique to you. Odds are there are things about you that he wants to change also. The takeaway here is to stop fighting about his flaws. Become aware of your own. That need that we have to change our husbands, harness it and channel it into our greater need, which is our need to change how we respond to the things that bug us about him. Our attitude is everything. Have you heard that expression that our attitude determines our altitude? Having a better attitude about the little things and focusing on important truths of life, the overarching good stuff about your marriage, not what we feel, that's what's going to help you strengthen your bond in your relationship and or marriage. I would love to hear from you and find out, do you agree? Do you not agree? If you have spent time trying to change your husband, how did that go? Or are you still frustrated to no end? Let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do, and I will connect with you next time.